Hi, this is Lisa Guthrie. Excuse me. Hi, this is Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 105 Aurora Avenue North, Seattle, Washington, 98133. And you're looking at a bunch of junk. I usually have to carry a bunch of junk with me because I have been witch hunted by the Seattle Police Department, corrupt members, and also fake police that are their friends that are in the gang. And there is a combination today, and it includes Dr. Jaffe. He was sneaking around, and he is not my psychiatrist. He comes to the building. He's here illegally. He was sneaking around on the opposite wall. Pretty dark in here, by the way. And then there was Officer Bobby. And then I found out, and of course the two gay security guards, or bisexual, that are Officer Bobby's gay lovers. Now, Officer Bobby is also here illegally. He is, and I forgot to mention at least one of their sons. I think both are here. Officer Bobby's son and Dr. Jaffe's son is here. And they're retarded males that are dangerous. I think Dr. Jaffe's son is listed as diminished, and a danger to himself and to others on paperwork. And where do I get my information? I get my information from the taunts and threats of the gang members, and there's a mystery man that was unveiled today, by the way. Now, mind you, the only people, it includes the retarded people that live here. The cops and fake cops, such as security guards, like to have sort of an army that, and they portray themselves and their quote army as legitimate posses of, it might include fake gang member. She's a gang member. It might include security guards posing as policemen that day, off-duty cops, Dr. Jaffe, not supposed to be here, of course. And then, of course, Officer Bobby is actually from the wrong precinct. So you get these strung together little government conspiracies. And I found out one of the mystery men. It is unveiled, and the cop that was present that started the witch hunt of 13 years ago, and it's a white male, I believe. And through the buildings, and he would hang out. And I think they actually, because there was a ladder and it wasn't a very tall building, and you could climb out. I don't remember, because I never did it. I never accessed it. And then they were lying, I think, on the flat roof. And around. And then he was getting a big fat check from Seattle Housing Authority. And remember, a lot of these funds in these low-income buildings are slated for people. So not only is crime in the building. Illegally. It is North Precinct, but I think it's his day off. Well, I was at Elizabeth Gregory home yesterday, and there was a female named Marilyn. She was telling me she was going to have, or that my legs would be I've been mutilated. I can't really see it in this light. I have the lights down, which drives people here crazy because there's actually illegal surveillance. And the dirty cop started a hunt. It's brutality. And for 13 years, people were pretending, including retards that smell like urine and fecal, and some of them probably wet their pants and go to the bathroom. They've actually been crime after crime after crime against me, that they're surveilling me. And then the dirty cops would often, for the last 13 years, they weren't protecting me, they were protecting me. And then people would jump on the bandwagon, and there was a legal investigation against me, which there was not. It was all based on what a dirty cop said. And the dirty cop branded me after I was gang raped. He is here. He's been here. I recognize his voice now. And the security guards from LaSalle are here. I recognize their voices. One of them has a blowhard voice, but all here. And so what you're not going to find these guys marching to the door with a badge because they know it's illegal, and they face recognition and now afraid of the camera. At this point, before I had a smartphone, they might have hacked their way in. So they've been threatening me with all day, dismemberment, torture. And by the way, the cop from the Tri-Court Apartments, I don't know if he still works there. I did a job for 13 years. You know, they'd run out of money, I'm sure. Whoops. These bums are also afraid of my motion. Now, the reconstruct the crime. The dirty cops have hung out these buildings on the left. They could shout threats at me and then claim they're calling the police. Security guard was second or third. I think second floor is open. I just saw somebody at the window. It's second window in, but it doesn't prevent them from hiding out in other. And so dirty cops will actually keep you under surveillance and have their smelly friends pretending that they're all cops or FBI. Actually dragging you off. They can actually commit you. Gang stalking tools on the internet. This is a true story, and my name's Lisa. Three network of bums. They're hanging out in this area in the kitchen, behind the wall. It's a crawl space, but I'll tell you, when you have a dirty, sneaky cop, they will offer hidey holes such as crawling down through into a deal. Sit and terrorize people, illegal on, talk like something. She said something about women or something stupid. So, and all to listen to what I was saying. I have it sort of some tape on it. 13 years ago is here. I recognize his voice finally, and he was involved in gang raping me. They all portrayed me as a prostitute, and if you call so that I get help, these bums have led a witch hunt against me. and portrayed me as a whore. And you see, this is how I lived in these low-income buildings. Always a dresser against the door or a stick. Why? Because most of this time in low-income buildings, I've been celibate. One or two instances, not celibate. Not a whore. Never have been. But see, the gang members, including the dirty police, they will actually prostitute you, and they will try to force you into prostitution, including they might not be seen, and maybe the dirty security guards won't be seen, but the people in. And then the secret is now our society hides the fact these people are crazy, and these people are obviously getting a benefit anyway. And part of it is they're being treated as policemen. Even though they're crazy, they're going to get jobs in some cases. They can handle just being propped up. They're still going to be psychotic. They're still going to be bad people, but they'll give them jobs. They give them good apartments sometimes. There's a huge black Nazi faction within the Bloods and the Zetas, and they have a hostile takeover plot. Somebody just talked to me about horses. He's making a threat against horses, and he's playing I'm evincing horses. They're Satan worshipers, and so yes, they fell with Satan 13 years ago. That is important, but I don't bring it up every broadcast. And they did fall with Satan. It's important to know it started in the U.S., and a terrible curse was put on me. Sorry, I have my peanut butter and jelly remnants showing. There's transport this every day. Been reduced to this. What the gang members, including the dirty policemen, wanted, they wanted me living like a bum. They'd have a substitute and taking my check, and I'd be out on the street as a beaten and into submission. Well, the thing is, guess what? Or I just showed pepper spray to a hook here. A dirty cop tried to arrest it. All part of the win. So you're going to have to call the police and FBI in another state. And I want you to notice every country. I'm moving the one of the motion detectors. I want you to call every NATO country. Because that costs. Or you could all the police from every NATO country. Try to warn. Oh, and by the way, if you believe in attacks, I'm getting attacked. One of the bombs is speaking to me menacingly. Bitch. Show your badge, ugly bitch. I think he's one of the fags from the, and I don't buy years, and Officer Bobby is, he fools around with a couple of the gay security guards at the LaSalle apartments. So I don't fool around with any. There is no reason to be politically correct. One of the reasons why is because I was applying for different apartments than this one within Seattle Authority, which the gang members have threatened to mess up for me and to poison me and to put glass in. One of the locations I'm applying for is at University Heights, or wait, University something. They're close to the freeway, University something, and that could be coming up, but I'm not sure. But if it does, I'm going to leave a computer turned on all day recording every instance and it to my smartphone, no lag. And I'll also, I could stream it out, and if it's interrupted, someone could tell me. I'll stream it out to another country if I have to. So what the gangs will do, either force, coerce, bribe, sneaking in the gang. They just did another psychic attack, and by the way, tearing the So this moron telling me he's with the police, badge faggot. It's a policeman player. And so you have all these smelly pants patients walking around that pretend they're police, and the police let them. I told them why they're all involved. So I'd stand there with my notes, just sort of talking, hoping camera. Why I called the police 50 times? I almost had to do that before. People after me, and some of it was all Bobby, and probably raped. They dipped it in, and known for 25 was involved at the time, and he was mad at me, I believe, but I don't have proof, but there is proof. It's out there in the form of probably nearly snuff movies. So with me, it's been a long series of near snuff movies. So snuff movie where the bums even portray it as a sort of documentary movie where they torture someone and think it's hilarious and pretend that they're police, they pretend they're FBI, they'll poison things, they'll give your key out. Can you imagine 10,000 people having your key? That could happen. I heard a figure of 3,000. At Burke Gilman Place Apartments, 5100 40th Avenue Northeast, Seattle, 981. Network, including with Kathy. She's just a dirty, smelly methadone patient, but people pretended she was a nurse with such opinion. It's just so lofty. And her dirty, stinky whore or indigent boyfriend. Cops, and a bunch of retarded people. One actually did mess her pants. And she'd walk around naked and have incidents all the time. She was totally not. While she'd deliver her at the doorstep. Her name was Ellen Coffey. I haven't seen her for a while. Eating your etheric body. That's in the. It's not. So forget the key. And this is a real broadcast. It's not a play. Dr. Jaffe. There is Officer Bobby, if he's still looking. Oh, he might have left. He has to tear himself away from his gay boyfriend some and drive them around and look like the American. Then you have the pants pisser. she's from another low-income building. Absolutely no authority. Now, what off jurisdiction for the security guards? What, Officer Bobby? Off jurisdiction? Hello. What else is going on with these bums? Well, Kathy Cox, what is it again? Oh, God. A methadone patient. A whore. A welfare cut. If you want to really get brutal. Do I like talking like that? Oh, yes. Gang crime. And I literally, well, so you see, the officer, I don't know his name, white male though, and both of them, quite involved with black Nazis. Why? Well, first of all, when everybody fell with Satan, there were Hispanic Nazis, black Nazis, mostly Hispanic Nazis at that time, I think. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. That fell with Satan. They reprogrammed everybody, even the whites. So everybody is reprogrammed. They're all morons, and also crack whores, morons, basic potheads, pants pissers, basically. You should have seen some of them. They're as hideous as these people. And they look like monsters. And they actually, I was a pretty woman, so that was part of the gang members, including the dirty cops, have been taunting me about how I'm ugly now. Officer Bobby, from what I heard lately, he gave orders to be sprinkled with glass wherever I go. And glass produces devastating results. And then bums will go around stating, oh, yeah, she injected herself. And it's, well, forensic expert that's not tainted by blood, Zetas, or Asian street gang or someone else would suggest differently. Crack code black Nazi, and she acted like I was. She had huge dig holes in her face that were round, and they looked like hawks. Now, she pretended I was crazy, the marks on my eye from the glass. So if they sprinkle like your blanket, and you've never dealt with glass, gosh, what do I do? There's a glass grain, and people taunted me, and it's like, well, the glass fell onto my eye. Some of it fell down my face, cut me off different. Information. I get my information on it, including the fake officer today, and they're pretending they're policemen. Cross my threshold, bitch. That's what happens. So when a bum like that crosses your threshold, if anyone prosecuted, that'd be the same as just a robber crossing your threshold. It wasn't a witch hunt against the person, because that is famous for his home invasion, I was told. And well, there's an interesting note about the LaSalle apartments. Now, I felt so it's really not as crazy as it sounds. If that someone might come under your floor, might come through the wall. It wasn't a lot of ghosts that you had to fear back then, before the fall of Satan, that are living. And yes, they do go under the floor. They usually have someone on duty any and after, contractor or construction guy that's on duty. And 10 drywall, well, that's used. And so if you have like $10,000 government pile of and you might not notice $800 worth being so I suggest that the government anyway, some of this is also, they have people who are philanthropists as well. So, so I felt a swiveling under the bed. I kept moving my door at the LaSalle and it was a huge meth lab in that area. I could smell it, stunk. And the drum playing won't shut up. It's too late for you, fucker. You're all terrorists. Which I would just say, I would put my pillow over my head or go in the police station and become it. But I meant go in and I would just give up. Oh, I'm praying for spirits that these bums took during the fall of Satan. Who believes in a Satanist, retarded sons. Their brains were dead 10 minutes. No, excuse me, 10, 12, 13 minutes. It was 13 years ago, and Satan made people out of bums. That curse, believe it or not, has worked. And I've even gone to Elizabeth Gregory and Bobby and the other cleaning. I think they're meaning my etheric body, but they've been making slave threats all day too. So even the cop who's threatening me with slavery caused will think that they are able to commit crimes because the dirty cop says so. That goes there lately. She has a mother. She's very ugly. She's half black. She looks like she's got this weird jowl and that huge face. Looks like she's just hideous. This woman, they're homeless. Times an act police. So Elizabeth Gregory, quite a nasty Zetas, and some street gangs. Drawn. What are the retardos chanting? You didn't have to fear the 13 years ago. And a lot of attacks come over right there. They're playing friend. What they do, they'll make people and have them torture like a little army. Or playing get rid of you. It's the you to come up to me and try. I want you to hear experience the response. Sneaky Stephanie. Stephanie. Dinner. I want you to it and other social services and the zombies, unless they're involved in a gang crime, but they're not big, fat, big, black, 300 pounds. Oh boy, you get everything. And if you're wow, you get everything. And if you're a big black Nazi fat cow, even transgender fat cow, you get it. Shut up, bitch. Just shut up. Shut up. Just bitch. Shut your mouth, maggot. Nobody's giving you your keys. And I'll take your keys if you take mine. Why? It's legal for a security turd or someone. Whatever you do to me. Or threatening left to reconstruct. Shut up, whore. Shut up, whore. Oh dear. Something luminous. The good. Some of these bums are dying. They're scum of the earth. The earth has never known such scum. Living in the sewage in India. Until people tried to make them a zombie, which they have. You know, there are a lot of people are often a big plot among dirty cops and the guy from Tri-Court and other needle. Saying blah, 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 blah. Yep, yep, yep. Did I say I wanted to talk to a whore? Sally Hooker. Police Department of the U.S. State of Washington. My cheek. Do you think you'd walk around after you did that to me? It's legal for me to do it to you. That's your answer. Your door after you do. You're a smelly hooker, by the way. Call the police, ugly bitch. See, that's what these gang members think you're going to do. Silence, or they'll catch you and make you silent. They'll even put you in a hole. I want to think right now about what happened to the 50 missing European people. 10 years. And the sad thing is, they weren't zombies. They were innocent. They were crying here. After 10 after is to take my favorite and use it, and Bum just played. All scummy zombies. I'm playing putting you on a show. On a kid's show. Oh, be a maid. Well, that's called a flooded house. You know, has a carpet and all the cat boxes emptied out and the sewer jar. I put it in the house if I have to. And what they'll actually do is pour, and you went insane. She's a black Nazi. She now works, let's see, she's in a saloon. But because she's a black Nazi, they gave her a job. But, you know, when they gave her a job as a drug counselor, even though she's crazy. Which, now, I sometimes pretend, like Michelle Martin of the home, that she's not in on the crimes. Oh, and by the way, I didn't tell you, so that, guess what I got for the weekend? A package of hot dogs, because I'm not black, and I got a yogurt that half and half. They probably have member stuff. She seems to be bad at planning. I'm not a black Nazi, so I didn't get much. Involved in gay, I didn't get much. So it's kind of funny because I sprinkled glass at Elizabeth Gregory home, and I just over and over and over and over and over and over. That is a big blood's head. Nap cozily on your Nazism, the world, and the destruction of it. And so they can hasten a visible exaggeration. Oh, I wish I were. So I have to pray some more because I'm going to eat my sandwich soon. And some stew. And it's been in the of being not asking. And so when I do ask for money, that is not me, and call the police. The only thing I ask you for an embassy and one, and know that I'm stalked in the police department, and I rescue out of this country, and they are to war with the NATO country. Even have me threatening me that I'd be in a Place Market Development Authority, Pike Place Market Preservation and Development. They're all crazy, so they won't. And so you'd have some state, and so I'd like a rescue from another country, zombie, because I don't want to be over with the Americans. And even if you're a zombie with I do everything I can. You don't want to put a bomb in. I just don't want to do that. I'll stick it up his ass. If countries, going back even before the chat rooms, acting as if we're still at war with England. A lot of them were retarded gang members. And remember, Satan, so America promoted shit. All the drugs and the preservatives and the alcohol. And Satan loved it, and so did the American. And, but I don't foresaw what would happen. Black Western world and portray that they'd invented everything. And also, guess what? I'm not interested in that ethnicity whatsoever. And it's not black. Oh, one of the something about empty and clean. You ugly bitch. You know personalities when they get thwarted. You hear the men. It's like, I can't kill it in time. I can't wipe up. She told on me. That's when you hear those zombies. You know, oh, their inconvenience, their sorrow. So if a zombie outside, it wasn't a big fire. It was just some ashes. I just didn't even react. It's like, who cares? But bums. I've seen them walk. Like one guy that you shut up, ugly. So that in one, he got up out of his wheelchair to beat somebody up. Him and then looked at me like I was. Who cares? They're both about 6 feet tall. So one gets out of his wheelchair and he starts acting aggressive. That was so hilarious when the guy flung him. But then at the gas station across the street, the Arco. So if something happens, yeah. Anyway, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Who trespass against us, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory forever. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory forever. Amen. You just don't like God because you have inferior DNA. Black Nazis, by the way, they're some of the biggest. Blessed, and what I've discovered is at least 10 of the organization pulling them off. There was a on the bus. Oh gosh, so many, and she was with her ugly boyfriend. So, and they'll pretend it's racism. So I actually caught her on tape, I think. It's out there. Quite an evidence trail if you let it. Open up the floodgate. It's another moron. Thing then oh. So let's see. Our Father who art in heaven. Oh, I need to have tea. They're playing the best damned and blah blah blah. So the ugly bums themselves, they like to play damned, and they're retarded. They like to think they can damn people and punish people, and they're shit pants people that smell like I said, they smell hideous, and I'm going to call them shit pants people. And they're dirty cops, they're prostitutes, you know, they stink so badly themselves, you can smell them from 20 feet off or behind a wall even. They're putting judgment. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done as earth as in heaven. Please forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is kingdom, power, and the glory forever. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, that will be done as if as in heaven. Please forgive our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory forever. Amen. Remember, these people are in on animal sacrifice as well as human sacrifice. So they also make snuff movies. Remember that. I just want you to remember it. Up in and the Brits ended up, I guess, I'm going to tell you about the black Nazis since I'm here. I need to talk about it. They have this forced sexual activity prostitution thing going on, and it's not just like, oh, Officer Bobby's going to punish you. It's called black Nazis punishing people because they're white or other. So there's a huge racism component and a huge, like when they try to enslave you, it's a huge racism component. And remember, they'll scream that you're a racist to try to do it. Isn't that ironic? And it's sort of like, who wins? Well, they've actually, unfortunately, won quite a few things, but they're going to be exposed. And they just took back, and they're playing Marriage, 806, and Head. You're still nothing, and you're still shit asses, ugly whore. And anyone who goes with black, you. The forced breeding areas in your people that are gang members, including the white zombies. It's like the retarded morons want to spread their filthy DNA that nobody wants. So they want the ugliest things on the planet breeding, basically. Any planet. Let's see, there's a zombie in a plane and plenty of hand and other attacks. What do they do with your hand? They activate it, supposedly. They're playing, you're going to do my laundry. You know what, bitch? You're going to die if you try. Why? Because I'm going to curse the hell out of you. You're not going to even have a year left. You're not going to even have a year left. How live, I wonder, anyway? 2 years, probably a drug overdose. And you'll be cursed into having. And so the bum is playing. You don't want to know what I just did. So you're all cursed, bums. Yeah, Michelle Martin would only give me hot dogs. One of the retardos just played, you're gonna die. Fucking bitch, and you just slammed everything. Explain nose spray to you. You know what, Butch? I'm gonna explain nose spray to you. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm gonna explain nose spray to you, ugly motherfucker. I'm gonna explain nose spray to you. And then a person in a car is playing Lisa. Won't be a Lisa. Won't be a Lisa. So there's zombies and they're talking on an ESP network. So I'm going to show you a different version of nose spray and how it's going to go down. And I'm going to show you nose spray. Because I'm not afraid of you, ugly bitch. And some of the ever been made are all black Nazi maggots like you. Head and then airplane. Ugly black Nazis. So curse them. Curse them as they've cursed ours. One of the retardos just threatened me to be eaten. I said, everybody is eating you. Michelle, though, Nazism. She's white. Under church, I mean. Works above it. And chest or uterine, and then the plain moron. It's playing bring uterine. So they're talking in code, and they just took hand, and the plain moron said bring uterine. Uterine. Is it syringe? Syringe. He says Monday. Monday. Head. There's a bum in a plane, 814. People who ever targeted me was anything. They're all Satanists. It's a mark of Satan to target me. Anything decent, good, normal. It's one of the first marks. Was I such a paragon? No, but apparently I have been these last few years, trying. And, I'm against the devil. Get your overdoses ready. Who cares? Ooh, am I throwing them on the internet? I'm in my room. I'm talking quietly. Really. illegal operations. Officer Bobby's in on it from 13 years ago. That's a cop, and the security turds. And head. So they didn't want me as a witness. Walk around after you try to rape me or do you think I'm going to let you walk around, you ugly bitch? Rape threat. And then there's a mail-in or in various locations in the building, easy for them to grab me. And see, there's retail lab space, rooms like the janitor's room in various apartments. Foreplay assault. Lots of ENs. And assault on me is an assault on the U.S. as well. Foreplay you for gay. It's a visible U.S. They're all bums. There's not one visible I like. There's nobody I like. Nice. Lord. The world would have been safe. A bum playing blah blah blah. The gang members will call everything ricin, so you don't necessarily if they mean ricin. And it's really stupid. They'll call something by a dangerous compound that's a dangerous compound too. It's chess. They're playing pool. Burned in Scotland. How's your ancestors? Show the U.S. people their ancestors. It should happen automatically. But in a town, there goes your granny. Talking about ancestors. They're retardos, and he's chanting about every blah, blah, blah a Muslim or an Arab. He's calling every blah, blah, blah a Muslim. Retards? That's what you have, these words that they think they're so clever about. Play words on them. You're getting into ricin. It might have been real ricin that he was threatening about. Also. Now, the bums were bragging about a virus that makes you really tired, so you can barely move. And see, they have lab and nurse connections. There's a dirty nurse who comes to this building. She's, not, I don't go to see her. You can go see her if you like. And she's got red hair. And then they have connections with, of course, a large medical area and research. It's a hospital. And I think they get the radiation from the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. One of the retardos is chanting something about he thinks it's his naval shipyard. So I don't like any of the visibles, including especially at this building. And I don't. One of the horror will be and actually there's been a cold day in hell, but it's beyond cold day in hell. You can go to hell, ugly, stinky, fucking whore. How about that? Stinking retards trying to tell me what to do. You should hear how unintelligent they are. I'm the phone closer to the window. It's not where the window is open, but they have a pigeon. It's almost as stupid as a pigeon or turkey. Now, what I was told is that Satan filled in their brains and their bodies with animals. And there wasn't anyone left. It's a retardo, and he actually has the rhythm of a pigeon when he talks. Some of them talk like cartoon bears, cartoon lions, cartoon dogs. So call the police on anybody who asks for money. FBI, it's a fake, and this is my website, or my broadcast at least. YouTube. They've just taken curse him. So I don't see why you'd worry about gold. You're dying in 2 years, ugly bitch. Beautiful. Just go die. Go die, bitch. Oh, and he's playing. So he's talking about a virus. our, and see, nobody can talk to a scabby bitch. Just shut as they're connecting with Officer. That other thing from 13 years ago that's from the Seattle Police Department. I'm putting. Am I concerning myself? I honestly, it's the gang members. And who like them likes them. So we're. I heat this filthy water to really make sense to heat anything in the me, I would have had a nice, my house would have been, doing that for a while where I clean the refrigerator, have the tea, had a tea kettle that, never mind. But anyway, the kitchen is too toxic. Too toxic. Now they've got information, and I don't talk to these folks. So where do they get the information? Surveillance. Over the phone, to be heard out the window, but these are talking repeatedly about my diaphragm. And actually, I became aware but remember, they'll have gang members working in the field, the medical field. So these gang members and the dirty cops, including Officer Bobby, entity. So they're talking about diaphragm. Got to remove that diaphragm. So he's in victims. Like diaphragm so much, why don't you become one? The rest of the world, second for you. Nothing. USA, morons, they don't excuse me. Lose. Have nothing, my morons. Head and EN. I have to write that down. Can I meet it? They're doing diet. They've been pulling on my wrist too. What is Mongoloid is a black Nazi horror. That's the ugliest thing in all the planets. Some other horror with the retard with a bulbous head, or a pissy smelling maggot, or a retard. Someone's retardo son. So one of the she was saying, yeah, you people, and I don't even hang out with them. I just took back. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done as earth as in heaven. Please forgive our trespasses as we forgive the but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come in heaven. Please forgive our trespasses. Deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom. Amen. There's a car. They're playing convict history. So sounds normal, but it's probably threat. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done as it is in heaven. Please forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom power. Just that the Americans are not included in my prayer. They are included as enemies, but not. Something about Opal. Why would you mention yourself? Opal, that's guts. Nice truck. Three of us had sex with you. Clean up the sex. Here, the sick rapist. Rapist here.